Have you ever cried over ridiculous gas prices? Or ran out of gas on the way to work and had to push your car all the way back home? Well, we found a way to solve this problem. It's called the auto fuel cell. The auto fuel cell will replace your expensive gas and power the car by itself. It plugs into the gas tank and has the hydrogen extension to keep it running for up to 5,000 miles. The fuel cell runs on simply just hydrogen and oxygen. The auto fuel cell uses hydrogen because it is cheaper than most other fuels. All cells have three basic parts: the anode, the cathode, and the electrolyte. The electrolyte allows the hydrogen fuel to move between both sides of the fuel cell. The other two parts allow the hydrogen to go through oxidation, which generates the positive ions and electrons. That breaks up the hydrogen atoms into the positive and negative atoms. The oxygen mixes with the positive and negative atoms and creates water molecules. The fuel cell is different from other types of energies because it uses an outside molecule, oxygen, which helps lower the price and pollution.
The fuel cell is a great thing, but like with all other things, it has pros and cons. Starting off with the pros, it has high efficiency, it's clean, carbon-free when using hydrogen and oxygen, can be renewable. Now on to the cons. Unfortunately, the high cost due to expensive materials like platinum make it hard for it to be economical. And sometimes the durability, particularly at high temperatures, is very hard to keep. And one of the hardest things is that hydrogen fuel is not readily available most of the time, mainly because there's little but growing infrastructure for hydrogen delivery.
How viable is the hydrogen fuel cell as a future major source of energy? The cost of the hydrogen fuel cell can be quite steep. The U.S. Department of Energy reported that the cost to produce 1 kilowatt of energy from a hydrogen fuel cell was $49, or about $49,000 per car. But the hydrogen fuel cell has proven to be a very reliable source of energy. Hydrogen fuel celled cars can be very efficient, using as much as 40 to 60% of the fuel's energy, compared to a conventional gasoline engine that can only use less than 20% of energy produced from the gasoline. The negative environmental impact of the hydrogen fuel cell is very low. In fact, the only byproducts of the hydrogen fuel cell are water and heat. No harmful greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, are released when using the hydrogen fuel cell. This makes it a very safe and environmentally friendly alternative fuel source. Currently, the use of hydrogen fuel cells in cars is very limited due to the lack of hydrogen refueling infrastructure around the country. Hopefully in the future, the hydrogen fuel cell can become a widely accepted and used source of energy, as it is proven to be very efficient and environmentally friendly.